everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. Today's reading is all about your career and what is coming for you. So I have 3 cards here for you to choose from, and yes, I flipped them over because I want you to see what they are. It was really important for my spirit guides and for myself that you saw the card and chose one that really resonates with you. Not everybody is good at choosing the right group based on an upside down card. So this was how my spirit guides wanted to help you. So each of these cards will represent an overall message, overall energy, a message of support for that group. So group 1, your card is worry. So if you've been worried about your job, if you have worries about what's coming, you have concerns, anxiety, this may be the card for you. You'll also notice that it's in a medical setting, so you may be in a medical field, or you may be looking for a job that offers health insurance. Group 2, your card, it would be fortitude. This is a card of persevering, of having to deal with really challenging circumstances and having the courage to face them and keep going anyway. And then finally we have group 3, and the card is virtue. So you may be an emergency responder. You'll notice the fire truck. Or you may just be looking for a career that, really speaks to your heart and soul. Or maybe you're in a career that really speaks to your heart and soul. So consider which one resonates with you most. If you're drawn to more than one, I welcome you to watch more than one. Once you have your card selected, you can go down into the description box, and there's timestamps there, so you can go directly to your reading. All right, thanks y'all. See you in the readings. Hi, group 1. All right, we're going to take a look at your career reading. So this is the card that you picked. It's the 5 of Pentacles, and it's the worry card. So you have some concerns about your career, about your job. Maybe you are looking for a job and haven't been able to find one. Maybe you need a job because you need health insurance, as you see in the picture. Pull it up again. The picture shows someone, in a hospital setting, doctor looking at x-rays. But we'll get more into it as we pull some tarot cards and look at the whole situation. All right, I've already pre-shuffled my deck, so I'm just going to shuffle a little bit more while I connect to your energy. So give me just a sec. All right, we have 9 of Cups, crossed by the 10 of Wands. The base of your reading, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. Recent past, we have the Devil. Crowning your reading, we have the 3 of Wands in reverse. In the near future, we have 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Your energy is the Magician. The energy of the people around you, 3 of Swords in reverse. Your hopes and fears, 7 of Cups in reverse. And the outcome is the Hanged Man. All right, give me just a second while I look over these cards. So, the underlying energy is the 9 of Cups. There's something that you wanted career-wise very badly. and you manifested it. We'll get into this after, but your energy is the magician. You manifested a situation. But getting there has been harder than you expected. It's been a lot more work than you expected. But the universe does work that way sometimes. We want big things, we want great blessings. The universe will provide, but we do have to put in the work. But I do think you weren't quite expecting how hard it would be, how much you would have to put into it. And so there's a little bit of a burden there, a struggle there. At the base of your reading, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. You're not thinking very clearly. Your thoughts are kind of mired in negativity, like negative thoughts, worrisome, and that goes back to the worry card, worrisome thoughts. And that's sort of like where this reading is stemming from. All the other information in here sort of stems from the fact that you are very worried about your career or your job. In the recent past, you have the Devil card. The Devil can represent a lot of things, but I'll tell you what I'm feeling and hearing for your reading. It's a fear of the unknown. It's a fear of failure. And it's a sense of self-sabotage. It's not knowing that you can do something and not trusting your gut and not listening to your intuition, but sort of listening to the devil on your shoulder instead and doubting yourself. Luckily, this energy is in the recent past, so it still has ramifications on what's going on, but at least you're not in that energy anymore. Crowning the reading, you have the Three of Wands in reverse. You had big plans, but something along the way sort of turned those plans upside down, and now you're not sure where you're going or what to do or what decisions to make. You sort of feel lost and blocked right now. And we will clarify a lot of these energies to get more information, but that's what I'm seeing right now. In the near future, you have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You're very self-sufficient and very independent and very worldly and very you're very organically happy, but this card is in reverse. So you're struggling to find yourself again in the situation you find you're in. It feels a little bit like a needy energy, where normally you aren't that. So we'll get more into that. I'm going to pull, some more cards on that. Your energy again is the Magician. You are a manifester. You can make, and you have made, things happen. You're also very, very skilled, and you're a fast learner. So you're good at what you do, but you also learn very quickly when there's something new that you have to take on. The energy around you is Three of Swords in reverse. So there are some challenges in the environment around you, the people around you. But it is getting better. At least it's in reverse. There's some healing happening. There's some growing and maturing happening. The Seven of Cups in reverse represents both your hopes and your fears. You want clarity. You want to know what's happening. When are things going to come to fruition? When are things going to go my way and this is all going to finally come together? At the same time, you're worried that clarity will come and it will tell you something you don't want to hear. And it really goes back, it mirrors this devil energy. The outcome is the Hanged Man. You've got a little ways to wait yet. You have a little more time before this does fully manifest. But in the meantime, I do see you seeing things, looking at things from a new perspective and trying to grow from that experience. All right, let's get some clarity here. Tell me more about the Three of Wands in reverse. What more can we see about the Three of Wands in reverse? It's crowning your reading, so it's a very important card. But it's a card right now feeling a little bit lost and confused and, you know, like you're in a boat without a paddle. All right, we have King of Cups. You're being as patient as you can be, and you've needed to be patient. And you may need to be patient a little bit longer. You've dealt with some, you know, turbulent waters, some, you know, challenging turns of events. But you've handled yourself very well despite delays and obstacles. And it's because you know that what you're working toward is a dream come true. It's a dream job. It's a dream vocation. You've wished for this. You know, you're manifesting this. And yes, it's a lot of work. And yes, it takes a long time, but you're handling it very well. Especially now that this devil energy is behind you. Let's see what else we can see about this Ace of Swords in reverse. Some negative thinking. But what else can we see? All right. We have Five of Wands in reverse. You are tired of competing. You're tired of fighting for what you want. Fighting others for what you want. And I don't necessarily mean fighting, competing. Competing really is the right word. It's like you know in your gut that you are skilled and talented and that you deserve what you are shooting for, what you're aiming for. And yet you feel like you constantly have to prove yourself over and over and over again. And it's creating some, you know, spinning thoughts. Luckily, you're balancing that with this King of Cups energy. So, you know, you're finding yourself overthinking and getting frustrated. But when it happens, you are finding a way to calm down, center yourself again, because you know, and I feel this, you know this is coming. And you're trusting it. But that doesn't mean you're immune to frustration. All right, tell me more about the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is coming up in your near future. What more can you tell me about the Nine of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Pentacles in reverse. All right, this isn't the traditional meaning of the card, but I will tell you what I was just shown and told. This is you pulling something up from the roots. and starting over. But there's a lot of uncertainty around it. You're not sure if you can do this alone. And you certainly need help getting there, and you're finding that out. But you're also going to see what it takes to move forward in the direction you're aiming for. And it will take a lot of work and a lot of trust in yourself. But it's also going to take some collaboration with other people. All right, can you give me another card here on the near future, please? And we have the Star card. So success is assured, right? In the near future, you're going to have reason to be hopeful. You're going to get there. You already know you're going to get there. In your gut, deep down, you know. The Star card is saying, yes, you are going to have to pull up roots. You are going to have to start over. You are going to have to collaborate with other people. You're going to have to rely on other people. And this may be hard for someone who is so independent and self-sufficient. But those are important things for you to learn how to do. And when you do it, things will start to come together, and you will have reason to be hopeful. All right, tell me more about the Magician. This is your energy. It's a very skilled, very magical, manifesting energy. What else can you tell me about the Magician? Page of Cups in reverse. You are a manifester, and you are manifesting this new beginning, but you don't have your head in the clouds. You're very grounded in this energy. So while you are manifesting something that is a dream for you, that is important to you, you're not letting yourself get swept away in the fantasy of it. You're staying very reality-based. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, tell me more about this Three of Swords in reverse. This is the people, the environment around you. Judgment card in reverse. Someone around you is not seeing the truth of the situation. There's some wounding, and this may be between you and a boss, between you and a coworker, but there's somebody who has affected your career that maybe you didn't get along with. There's something coming between you, or that has come between you, that is getting better, but they are not seeing the full truth of the situation or the full truth of who and what you are. They can't see it. Not yet, anyway. But they will. That's what I just heard. They will. All right. They want to give me another card on this, so let's get one more card on the people around Group 1. Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, something went wrong between you. There's a little bit of I don't know. It's not hate. It's not. It's a little bit just like you're like oil and water. Like you just didn't get on, and there's some tension between you, and they didn't see you for what you really are. They're starting to come around, or they will soon come around, and they'll start to realize what they passed up. It might be too late, but they are starting to see, and they're going to see what they passed up in, like passing over you is what I'm hearing. So maybe there was a promotion or a job, something that you wanted and were qualified for, and they just didn't give you the credit and the opportunity that you deserved. But they will realize. And again, like I said, it might be too late. All right, tell me more about the Hanged Man. We want to know about what is the outcome, other than having to wait a little longer. We have Six of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be taking what you need in this situation. As this situation progresses, you're going to be taking what you need. You are, let me just see if I can find a better way to clarify that. You're not going to be begging or relying on anyone to take care of you, to help, not to help you, but to pay you what you deserve. You're going to get what you need by taking it, by owning it. All right, that's what I heard, but let me pull another card, get a little more clarity for both of us. I repeat what they tell me, but it doesn't always make perfect sense to me. Six of Wands. Yeah, you're definitely going to be successful. And I see this all the way through. And like I said, I think you already know. It's going to take some time. What does it mean that they're going to take what they need? It's something about creating your own opportunity, creating your own wealth, creating your own abundance, creating your own gift, your own job, your own. It's not, I'm hearing it's not really an entrepreneurial sort of situation, although for some of you maybe it is. I mean, it may be that a job will come around or even in the job you're in, that you're going to create the opportunity by manifesting it. You're going to create an opportunity that maybe doesn't exist right now. Create an opening, create a job, a position that doesn't even exist right now. But you're going to create it, and by doing that, you're going to take what you need and be what you need, and you will be successful in that endeavor. But you are being encouraged to not just be patient, which I do see you're being patient despite, worries and concerns and kind of fretting over it all. But I do feel like they're encouraging you to look at things from a new perspective. See things from the eyes of someone who knows what they want and can have it. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you and get a final message. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracles. Get you one final message. And your message is flexible. And it does go a little bit back to this Hanged Man energy, looking at things from a new perspective. But flexible is saying to go with the flow. Don't be so fixed in when you want this to happen, exactly how you want it to happen. Because things are bending to work in your highest good. Like your guides do want you to focus on what you want ultimately, but leave the details up to them. And if there's something that you want, a position you want, a job you want, a promotion you want, and you're saying, but that job doesn't exist, or my company doesn't even have someone who does that. Again, don't worry about the details. Just decide that's what you want, and that you're going to take what you want. You're going to create what you want. Focus on what it will feel like when you succeed, and you will succeed. Leave the details up to them, and just stay flexible as things start to come to fruition. All right, y'all, I hope that was helpful. If it was, I would love it if you could just like this video so I know it connected, and or leave me a comment. I love it when you leave comments for me. And I look forward to the next video with you. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hi, Group 2. Okay, let's get started with your reading. Here is the card that you chose, and it's Fortitude. And that's going to come into play in your reading. But ultimately, what it means is having courage and perseverance, even when situations are challenging. Just continuing on anyway. But we'll get more into that as we look at the other cards. So I've already pre-shuffled my deck. I just like to give a little extra shuffle while I connect to your energy. So give me just a sec. Okay, so we have Two of Wands, and that's crossed by the Queen of Wands. At the base of your reading, we have the Chariot in reverse. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Crowning your reading, we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. In the near future, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Your energy is Queen of Swords. The energy of the people and the environment around you is Eight of Cups. Your hopes and fears, Four of Pentacles in reverse. And your outcome is the Lover's card. All right, give me just a minute while I just feel these cards for a sec. All right, so to start things off, the Two of Wands sort of represents what's going on now in your situation. Two of Wands is making some decisions about what you want to do, where you want to go, how you want to move forward, sort of looking at your options. You're not quite making plans yet. You're still in the stage of wanting to know where you're going first. And that's being crossed by the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is in a little bit of a hurry, and that's why it's crossing the Two of Wands. The crossed card represents something of a challenge to what you want. So you're trying to make some decisions and sort of look at your options, but you're also feeling a little impatient, kind of wanting to get the show on the road, so to speak. And that ties right into the base of your reading, which is the Chariot card in reverse. The Chariot card in reverse is, being in a hurry to go somewhere, but not knowing where to go. Not having, a course laid out for you. And it makes things a little bit, chaotic and uncertain. In the recent past, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel that is you, or was you, not too long ago. Someone who was very comfortable in your job, in your career, very confident, very self-possessed. And not to say that you aren't those things now, but I do sense from the other energy that what you want and what you need is changing. And so you're no longer quite so satisfied and content where you are. Crowning your reading is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This is what it feels like to me. We're going to, I'll pull some more cards to get more detail. But to me, it feels like there's someone in your workplace, in your career environment, that you don't get along with. Maybe you've had some sort of falling out, or I'm not sure. We're going to look at more cards there. But to me, it feels like a person who really is no longer like sharing the love with you. In the near future, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This too is a little bit of a chaotic energy, much like the Chariot in reverse. It's this feeling of wanting to rush forward, but being held back. And we'll get more detail on that as well. But your energy is the Queen of Swords. So even though you're feeling a little anxious, maybe impatient, you're still seeing things very clearly. You're not getting mired down in negativity. You are very aware of what's going on, which helps keep you calm. And that may be coming from your intuition. Your intuition may be telling you that it's coming, these changes are coming, and that you just need to sit tight for a minute. The people in the environment around you is Eight of Cups. Someone, or it could be the whole, your entire job, it's like they're walking away. They're turning their back on you. And I do feel it ties back to this Knight of Cups in reverse, but we'll find out for sure. Your hopes and fears is the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You want to let go of your current situation. You don't want to hang on so tightly. You're ready. And that is a hope of yours, is that you'll be able to let go and move forward. But it's also a fear. And the fear is that in letting go, you will lose something. That rather than gaining, you might lose. And then the final outcome is the Lover's card. To me, this looks like a decision. The Lover's card is very much choosing what you most want and coming together in a situation that is for your highest good. I don't see this as a romantic card at all. If you're involved in a workplace romance, then that may resonate with you as a romance card. But that's not how I see it or feel it. I see it as a very fated, important decision that you are going to be drawn to. All right, let's get some clarifying cards here. Let's start off with that Knight of Cups in reverse. What more can you tell me about the Knight of Cups in reverse that's crowning your reading? We have the Ace of Cups. You're really wanting a new beginning in the workplace. You want to be happy. And it could be that this Knight of Cups isn't a person, that it's just you. Feeling no longer fulfilled, no longer, on an emotional level, no longer emotionally satisfied. And wanting to take a step back. Let me get one more card. I do want to see if this is a person. Another person besides you. We have Five of Cups. All right, this, I am getting kind of two interpretations here. I do feel for many of you that this is a person in the workplace who, someone who used to really value you and appreciate you and really like you in the workplace. And they have pulled that, they've pulled that away. Now, it could be that there was a romantic type of attraction, either from them or you or both, and that may have gotten things messy in the workplace. But either way, there is this feeling of regret and loss, and even maybe having missed out on something that could have made you emotionally happy, but didn't. It's just not there anymore. And you're really, really wanting to be happy again. It's not often we see so many cups cards in a career reading. But I kind of think that's a shame, because I think we all should be emotionally happy and fulfilled in our job, in our career, because we spend so much time there and we expel so much of our energy doing this job that you should be happy. And it shouldn't be just about money and learning and information and success. It should also be about what makes you happy. All right, let's see what else we can tell about what's coming in the near future for you. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse, but what else is happening? Give me more information about this Knight of Swords in reverse, please. We have the Hanged Man. Yeah, it's a very impatient energy. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, even if you feel like you're being patient, because you are the Queen of Swords, so you're very self-possessed and very, very calm in general, but it's still this energy of wanting to move forward and being held back. Like the universe is slowing you down and really encouraging you to take your time before you make any decisions, because this is a big decision that you will be making. The universe really wants you to take the time to find out what it is you really want, what will really make you happy. So you've been, with this Fortitude card, you've been pushing forward. You have been going and doing and being the best you can in your job, in your career, despite ongoing situations of unrest and unhappiness and disappointment, but you still keep moving forward. You haven't given up, but you are ready for something new. The universe is not quite ready for you to jump into something. I don't see it as being very long. This is the near future, but this is your outcome. So this doesn't feel like this is a long time, but it is a little more time. And I think the sooner you really go within and investigate what it is that's going to make you the happiest in your work, the sooner the universe can pull all the pieces together and line things up for you. All right. Let's look a little bit more at this Eight of Cups. This is the energy around you, the people, the environment around you. We have Three of Swords. Yeah, there's some really hurt, like, I hate to say hurt feelings in the workplace. That doesn't even sound appropriate, but it does seem like there are some hurt feelings. So the people around you are, or person around you is wounded. Tell me more about. I just want to know what happened. Can you give me some indication of what happened? Why the Three of Swords and Eight of Cups? Why are they turning their back on you? Why are they so hurt? Nine of Cups in reverse. They thought that you were the perfect fit, that you were what they wanted, that you were going to be and do everything that they needed. And it all sort of fell apart. Again, there is a chance that for some of you, this is some kind of a workplace romance situation, in which case you really broke their heart and kind of tore at their dreams. Not that you did it on purpose, but that's how they're feeling. And so they've turned their back on you. But if it's not a romantic situation, there still is a sense of they're feeling a little betrayed and a little disappointed in how things turned out. Right. Let's look at the Queen of Swords energy. Let's see what more we can tell about what's going on with you and your energy. All right, we have Ten of Cups. In a bigger sense, you are emotionally happy. Or at least you know that that's your number one goal, is to be emotionally happy on a complete level. You really want the whole picture. So like I said earlier, it's not necessarily about money or position or climbing the ladder. You are very, very focused on finding your happily ever after. Which includes a job that makes you happy. It's also possible with this card, one of the things I'm hearing is that for some of you, you may be wanting to move to a new city, to a new state, to a new country, because you feel like a new environment, completely new environment, will be better for you and help you to find your happiness. And that's part of the impetus behind, wanting to change things up. That won't be for everybody, but it is for some of you. All right, let's look at this outcome card. We have the Lover's card as your outcome card. A big, big decision, a big choice, something that's fated and important to your future. What more can you tell us about the outcome in the Lover's card? Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to pull one more. But that's great news. The Lover's card and the Ten of Pentacles it's an assurance that you are going to be led in the direction of a very fruitful and abundant life. And we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh boy. I mean, it's all good news. And I do see, your fortitude, your perseverance, your knowing what you ultimately want. You may not know the details, but you know how you want to feel when you get there. So you've got, as your outcome, the Lover's card, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a big change for you. You've got two major arcana in your outcome telling you that this is not just a, shaking things up a little bit. This is a major life transition that will take you and your life in a new direction, but in a direction that is fated, that you are meant to go in. And you will find yourself on top when you go, and abundant in all the ways that are important to you. And it will involve a decision, but you'll know. When faced with the Lover's card, that decision is something that we can feel in our heart and in our gut when something is right. And I feel like all of your energy here is saying, I know something's changing. I know something's changing. I know I'm meant to be in a new place. I know I'm meant to start over. But it's taking time. It's taking time, and you're having to focus more and more on what it is that will give you this feeling, this Ten of Cups feeling. But I don't see it as being a long wait for you. Change is coming, and your patience will pay off, and your diligence will pay off. All right, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you as a final message from Spirit, from the universe on your situation here. Have chop wood. So right now you are being encouraged to stick to it. Chop wood refers to doing those tasks, doing those activities that almost that you could do in your sleep. Because when you're not thinking, that's when inspiration rises. It's almost like a form of meditation, but it's a busy meditation, because I do feel like you are wanting to be busy. You know, you've got this Queen of Wands energy where you don't want to just sit and meditate about it, and maybe you do, and maybe you are, in which case that's great. But what Spirit is also encouraging you to do is to get busy doing things that need to be done that don't require a lot of mental energy, and allow inspiration to find you. Because when you overthink a situation, when you spend too much time thinking and trying to figure things out, you sort of block the inspiration from finding you. And the universe really wants to help you. They really want to get in and kind of spark your inspiration a little bit. So that you can really, really be inspired and motivated and just very positive and optimistic about what's coming. Because you have every reason to be positive and optimistic about what's coming. All right, group 2, that is your reading. I hope that resonated. If it did, I'd love it if you could just give me a thumbs up there so I know that you that the reading connected, that I was able to connect with you, or leave me a message. Tell me what group you were in and let me know a little bit about your situation. I love to read your comments, and I reply to everyone that I can, and anytime I can offer additional insight, I certainly do that for you. All right, y'all, have a great day, and I look forward to the next reading with you. Bye-bye. Hi, group 3. Okay, let's get started with your reading. So, here is the card that you chose. It's Virtue. And we'll get into that a little bit more as we get further into your reading. But overall, you know, the Virtue card talks about doing the right thing, doing a job that makes a difference in the world, helping others, having this strong sense of integrity with the work you do. And we'll learn more as we get further in, but that sort of sets the tone for your overall energy in your reading. All right, let's pull some tarot cards. Give me just a sec while I connect to your energy and give these another little shuffle here. We have the Ace of Swords in reverse, crossed by the Tower. At the base of your reading, you have 4 of Pentacles in reverse. In the recent past, you have the 9 of Cups. Crowning your reading, you have the 5 of Swords in reverse. In the near future, you have the Page of Wands. Your energy is the Chariot in reverse. The people and the environment around you is the Empress card. Your hopes and fears is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And the outcome card is the Page of Pentacles. All right, we're going to dive deeper into many of these cards, but let me give you some initial information right off the bat. Let me just feel these cards for just a sec. there's something that you are having to let go of that you don't necessarily want to let go of. So you've got this Ace of Swords in reverse crossed by the Tower card. Your thoughts are not, right now, your thoughts are not in alignment with your purpose. And as a result, the universe either has already or is sending you this Tower moment. It is really shaking you up. It is really sort of creating some change, possibly some havoc. There's a real disruption to your life and into your work world. And it's because you're not, like I said, your thoughts are not in alignment with your true purpose. And so you're being encouraged to let something go. And you probably already know that, with that being the base of your reading, this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, in the recent past, you have the Nine of Cups. You have been trying to manifest something. There's something that you wanted very badly, and maybe you still do. And we're going to find out why that's in the past. Is it because you were following the wrong path and what you want may not be what's best for you? We're going to find out. I'll pull some more cards on that. But in the near future, you have the Page of Wands. So it's a moment of being re-inspired and excited about the direction that your life is going and your work and your career is going. So that's great news. Now you have the Five of Swords in reverse as your crowning energy. You're now to the point where you're really, really tired of conflict. You're tired of fighting either with others or just with yourself. You know, the negative self-talk, the negative perceptions, the fear. You know, you've pushed some people away, possibly, that have kind of come between you and your goals, and, you know, possibly they've hurt you. And you've pushed some of those people away, and now you're to a point where you're re-looking at everything. You're reconsidering everything. And hopefully you're starting to put some of those overactive thoughts to rest. But your energy is the Chariot in reverse, which tells me that you're still not quite sure where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing. It's this very stuck, sometimes chaotic energy, you know, where you're going in different directions and you're really not focused on where you're meant to be going. But the energy or the people or both around you are so supportive. They're represented by the Empress card. So in a career sense, and all this could be in a, you know, where you're headed, and we'll find out if it's where you're headed or where you are, but there's this really beautiful energy that is going to help you embrace a new beginning in your work life. And that's really, I see that where this Virtue card comes in. I see you pursuing something that is more of a vocation rather than a job or a career. It's something that you have so much passion for that it gets you so excited just to get up in the morning. And you may not be there yet. Right now, things may just be, you know, falling apart and so chaotic and messy and worrisome that you're not seeing this yet, but you will. Now your hopes and fears is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. I see this as a bit of an entrepreneurial card for you. Now, one of the other readings, I think it was one, had this same card in the same position, and I didn't feel the same way about this card in their reading. But for you, I do. And it's an energy of part of you does not want to have to rely on someone else to give you a paycheck, because you're learning that, employers can be fickle, and the market, the economy can be fickle, and a job can fall out from underneath you at any time. And you're experiencing some of that, and you really think, you know what, if I could just work for myself, make my own money, make my own way, I wouldn't have to deal with the mess that you're currently dealing with. So that is a bit of a hope and a wish for you, but there's also a fear. And rightly so. There is a fear with working for yourself and not being 100% sure. You don't have that guaranteed paycheck coming in. So there is some worry and some hopes there. But your outcome card is the Page of Pentacles, which is both a messenger of opportunity. It's information that comes in that gets you off on the right foot. And it's also an opportunity. It's a new beginning for you. It's a new way to make money. All right, let's get some more information on some of these cards. Let's start with this Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups in your recent past. I want to know more about that. What more can we see about this Nine of Cups in your recent past? The Lover's card. You were trying to manifest something that you felt would complete you. I don't see the Lover's card here as anything romantic. It's more of a fated opportunity, a fated situation. And to be honest, I don't think that has gone away. So being in the recent past, you have put that out into the universe, and you may have had very specific ideas on how that would manifest. And it could very well be that it didn't manifest the way you thought it would. And so now you're stressed and concerned that you're not going to get what you've been hoping for. But you have to trust a little bit longer, because your fated career move is coming. It's just coming in a form that you weren't expecting, that you were not anticipating. But it will be so much better than anything you could have imagined. So just hang in there. All right, tell me more about the Five of Swords in reverse. This energy is crowning your reading, which says that it's affecting everything. Everything in this reading is being affected in some way by this Five of Swords in reverse. So what else can you tell me about that? All right. Queen of Swords in reverse. It's just a lot of negative thinking, a lot of fear-based thinking. It's a lot of self-sabotage. So you're imagining worst case scenario, you're looking at your current situation and thinking it's never going to get better. Or if it gets better, it won't be as good as it was before all this happened. Or it'll never be as good as you were hoping. You got to let go of that negative energy. You have to. because the universe is trying to bring this new beginning to you, this new opportunity. But as long as you're mired in fear-based thoughts, they can't get it to you. They can move all the, situations and people around in the universe to help you. But if you're stuck in a place that doesn't believe, it can't manifest for you. So try to turn that around. All right. Tell me more about this Page of Wands coming up in your near future. It's a very good sign, Page of Wands. It's you being re-inspired, you being inspired like you've never been inspired before. All right. 10 of Cups in reverse. This new beginning for you may come with some challenges to your home life, to your family, to your tribe of friends or the people that you really care about, because it will involve you going in a different direction, and it may involve you going in a direction that the people in your life don't necessarily approve of or think is a wise decision. I'm going to pull another card on this. The Devil reversed. So, people in your life, family, close friends, they're not loving this new idea that's going to come to you, that's going to inspire you to start over. But you are going to learn to detach from their expectations, from their judgment, from their fear. You are going to be so inspired and motivated, and you're going to believe it so strongly that you will be able to detach from their fears for you. It doesn't mean you'll detach from the people you love. You just won't take to heart their concerns. Because their concerns are probably for your, they see it as being in your best interest. But by the time you get to this point, you will know better. You will know you're on the right track. All right. Tell me more about the Chariot card in reverse. This is your energy. It's a little chaotic, stuck energy. King of Wands. So you're feeling a little stuck. You're not sure where to go, what to do, what you're supposed to do, how to make, a bad situation good. But you are quickly overcoming that. And I see this happening at the same time that you get inspired with this Page of Wands. You suddenly become the King of Wands. So this page comes in, and I see it honestly as a download of inspiration from spirit, from the universe. It could possibly be a message from someone else or something you read that gets your mind thinking in a new direction. But ultimately, it's a download from spirit. It's what they want you to hear and know. And once you get this inspiration, you pick up that wand and you become the master of it. You suddenly know this is your purpose, and nothing will get in your way. All Tell me more about the Empress energy. This energy represents a person, people, situation around you. Four of Swords. This Empress energy, person, what I'm hearing is this is someone or a situation that is coming. It's coming for you. And they're nurturing, this nurturing atmosphere, this compassion, this belief in what you're doing and what you want to do is going to help you heal. Is going to help you put a lot of the negative, fearful thoughts to rest. It's a very, very supportive energy. And I believe it's, it's a person, but it's also the entire environment that's going to surround this person and where you're headed. They are ready to birth something new with you. And if you notice this Four of Swords, the girl is in a nest. And they've just pointed that out to me. It's very much another birthing sort of energy. Just like the Empress is birthing something. When a bird lays their eggs, they lay it in a nest and it incubates until the bird is ready to be hatched. So there's very much this energy of acceptance and growth and being reborn. And it's coming soon, but it's coming from someone and a situation that you are going to encounter in the not too far future. It's coming. All right. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles as your outcome card. This is a new beginning, a message, an opportunity, a chance to make money in a new way. You have the Eight of Swords in reverse. So where you were feeling trapped, you're no longer feeling trapped. You're suddenly feeling like the world has opened up to you. And everything that has been holding you back, including, current or previous jobs that you always felt very constricted by, those binds are being released. And it's like it feels like this giant, just deep breath. Like, finally, I can breathe again. Finally, I can be me. Finally, I can do this. Whatever it is for you. But it's something that feels so right to you. All right. What else can we see about your outcome here? Ten of Swords. Now, I know the Ten of Swords is typically a card of, feeling like a victim, being hurt, an ending. I do see an ending with this card, but what I'm being drawn to and what they're showing me are these birds. And she is looking, out under the horizon, and these birds, which in this deck are they represent the swords, they're all flying away. So all this negative thinking, all the fear, all the worries, the feeling trapped, it's all going away, and you're looking out into the horizon at a brand new beginning, at a wonderful new start. All right. They want to give me one more. So let's get one more card on the outcome for group 3. Seven of Cups in reverse. It's a moment of clarity. You're no longer confused about what to do, where you're going, how to make the future happen. You're no longer confused. The options have all become clear. The fog has cleared out of the way, and you really, really know what it is that you want to do, what it is you're meant to do, and you'll have the opportunity to do that. I'm not seeing, to be fair, I'm not seeing how all of that will play out. And I think it's because there are a lot of things that can affect a further outcome. Part of it is your attitude. Part of it is whether or not you embrace this change. Whether or not you let the people in your life scare you away from your purpose. So I'm not seeing beyond this new beginning for you, other than it feels so refreshing. It feels so good. It just feels like finally. And it all feels like good news. But some things may have to play out a little while longer before Spirit can give us answers further out into the future. But it all looks very promising and very good. All right. Got an oracle card here for you. This is just a final message from Spirit as advice, as guidance, support. All right. How perfect is that? Your card is new life. And if you notice, can you see it closely? This fairy or angel, she is coming out of a shell. A shell. She's being reborn and starting a new life. And so are you. So things may feel chaotic right now. Things may feel so uncertain that you're struggling to to stay positive. But take this message today and let it give you hope, and hang on to that hope for dear life, because you need that positive energy to continue manifesting this opportunity. It is coming. It's waiting for you. It's not that you can't have it. It's that if you're stuck in a dark place, if you're stuck in negativity, it just doesn't happen yet. It's there for you. It's meant for you. Just believe it. And I do see that you are going to believe it. So I hope this message helps you in that way, helps you see the hope and recognize that the universe has some amazing things lined up for you. You just have to believe and trust and stay positive and hopeful. All right, group 3, I hope that was helpful. I hope that this gives you some good guidance about what's to come. If the reading resonated with you, I would love it if you could just click that thumbs up so I know you connected. It helps me with my energy. Or leave me a message. Let me know what group you're in and any message you want to share with me. I love to read your comments. And I do reply to as many comments as I can, and I'll offer additional guidance, if you're looking for that when I can. All right, I really appreciate your joining me and watching this video and sharing your energy with me. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to the next reading with you. Bye-bye, y'all.